Today on Hi Now, start planning your Thanksgiving feast. Get turkey tips from the Ala Moana Hotel. Plus,
we're at the Honolulu Museum of Art checking out its latest exhibition, Okalani.
See the stories the artists tell through their art.
And how City Mill can help you fry that perfect turkey without all the oil. This and more right now on Hi Now.
Aloha and welcome to Hi Now Weekender. I'm Kanoa Gibson.
And I'm Kainoa Carlson. You know, it may only be the beginning of November, but Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and it's never too early to start prepping for that big family feast.
That's right. And you know what? When you're prepping or you're the cook in the house, it can be a little bit intimidating making sure that you get all of this food out on time and tasting good. So we have called on Executive Chef Dean Kamiya from the Ala Moana Hotel to give us some turkey tips. Hi.
Aloha. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. It is never too early to have a Thanksgiving feast, right?
Right.
I could do this every weekend if it wasn't so hard.
Yes.
So give us some tips. I mean, overall, you're probably always the cook in your Thanksgiving home.
True.
So if you were to give us some tips, what would those be?
Cook what everybody likes. Cook from your heart and cook what you like. Everyone likes to eat.
Okay.
That's always easy to do.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving time, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes always go over well.
I love it.
And gravy. Make sure you have gravy.
So I think that the biggest thing that scares me is the turkey. You know, you can obviously do it in many ways. You could fry it. You could do it in the oven the traditional way.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best way, do you think, that we should do the turkey?
Well, we found brining the turkey works well for us.
Okay.
It can be a little intimidating, but it's not. Once you get over that, it's really not too hard.
Brining. So for those who don't know what brining is, what exactly is that?
We do a wet brine where we take the turkey and we make a brine out of water, salt, and a few other vegetables and herbs.
Okay.
And we'll let it sit in there overnight, at least 24 hours. And that really helps impart a lot of flavor into the turkey.
Okay.
Keep
And then,
it nice and juicy.
Gotcha. But if you're gonna fry the turkey, you probably don't want to brine it, huh?
Yeah, you can do a dry brine for that
Okay.
if you'd like to.
Okay, and typically when you cook a turkey, what is the cooking time on that?
The general rule of thumb is about 18 to 20 minutes per pound.
Okay.
So if you've got a 16-pound turkey, you know, you're around 3.5 to 4.5 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
do
the
the math.
thermometer though. Do the math, but a thermometer is very helpful.
Okay, yeah, those little, now can you just buy those things at the store? Usually turkeys come with a little thing that just pops out, right?
The pop-up thing works.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a thermometer will get you exactly where you want to go.
Okay.
So you spend a little bit of money and that'll get you a perfectly cooked turkey.
So you should put that turkey in the morning and then start to work on the other things. Prepping beforehand is probably a good idea, huh?
Yes, set yourself up so that the oven space is already being taken by the turkey.
Yeah.
Kind of plot out what you want to put into the oven and when everything goes in.
All right.
So if you got a pie and whatnot.
Yeah, well, okay, I know my mama likes to make ham, so you got any ham tips for us?
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Ham tastes really good. We do a pineapple glaze or you can do a brown sugar glaze. And that's just to give it a little extra flavor at the end.
Okay, I love it. And then stuffing and everything else. That's kind of, I mean, it's kind of just how you like it, right? You can mash potatoes chunky or garlic or.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving time, folks like Thanksgiving food. Turkey
Yeah.
is hard to get away from Thanksgiving, so stuffings, mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It all works well together.
Well, I know that my mouth is watering. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. So thank you so much again for coming in and helping us out
No problem.
with some Thanksgiving feast tips. And you guys are unfortunately sold out of your guys' feast, but always keep an eye out because they always have amazing feasts that you can purchase on those special occasions. Thank you, Chef. We'll have more information up about all of this on HiNowDaily.com.
Thank you.
The Honolulu Museum of Art is open to the public, and its latest exhibition, Okalani, features 2 contemporary artists who tell stories about the Hawaiian culture in their own distinct ways.
The museum is an encyclopedic collection representative of all the cultures of the world. So one of the things that Okalani adds to our museum is a sense of place, bringing together 2 contemporary Native Hawaiian artists, Sean Brown and Imaikani Kalahele. They really, I would say, came to the fore during the late 20th century, the Hawaiian Cultural Renaissance. And both the artists use mythological or historic figures to tell contemporary stories. So Sean Brown is really known for his sculpture, whether they be realistic portrayals or kind of abstracted works where he'll take a few forms to tell a story or represent a figure.
The sculpture that you see here is reflective of my life experiences, both being a son of Hawaii and also, having that perspective and looking outward towards the rest of the world. They all are drawing from the same source, our roots as Native Hawaiians. Narratives about our history, the culture, the sense of place. I want the kids to come and be inspired, keeping our culture vibrant.
Michaelani's work is really painting, and some of his poetry is included in the exhibition. His words on the labels are his poetry.
This piece here is called Divided. It talks about the division between our people. There's a term called lulu. It means to stir up the waters. That's what I hope to do, to start conversations so that we can take another look at things and where we're going. The only formal education I ever had in art was here. So for me to come back here and to exhibit, it does mean a great deal to me. And to be exhibited with such a renowned person like Sean Brown, what can I say? It's just dynamite.
I'm very privileged to be part of this. Michaelani Kalehele is one of my idols. I think he's the closest that comes to a true Renaissance artist. I'm very proud of him for doing what he's done for our culture.
Honolulu Museum of Art is open to the public again on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and with evening hours on Fridays and Saturdays, and actually free for Kama'aina until the end of the year on Friday evenings. We have 2 other exhibitions coming up, Kamram Samimi's exhibition in the Islamic Gallery, as well as a Hokusai's Great Wave, ukiyo-e woodblock prints of Japan. And those are both up till the fall of next year. There are some material online that you can find out more about, and their website is honolulumuseum.org.
It's time to start prepping for those Thanksgiving feasts, and we're here with Ron at City Mill learning how to fry up a turkey. Hi, Ron.
Hey.
So you're going to teach us how to fry a turkey without oil.
Yes, exactly. We're using the charbroil Big Easy.
Big Easy, I like that name.
Yep, oilless, works off of infrared heat, so you don't have to worry about getting rid of all that oil later on and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to check the measurement before you put it in there. You just prep your turkey, put it on in, and let her go.
Well, I hear that you are the grilling and smoking beast, so what is your secret recipe for this bad boy?
So we're just doing a little bit of oil just to help it brown a little better, crisp up that skin, and you make sure you get a nice, good amount of the rub on there.
So she's done. She's ready to go in.
She's ready to go in. All we need is our little basket to put her in. Just stand her up, let her dance away in the...
She looks happy.
Yep, 10 minutes per pound of turkey. So this one was 13 pounds. We left it in 2.5 hours, and we're off and running.
Woo!
All right.
That is beautiful. Oh, and it smells good too.
See the moistness and everything that you'll get where you do your sandwiches, your family dinner, Thanksgiving coming up.
My mama would say, give me the skin, so I appreciate that. Really juicy.
Nope, it'll hold them juices in and bring it all out when you need it.
And the skin is nice and crispy. That's perfect.
Yep.
Wow, Ron, well, thank you so much. And again, these are available at all the City Mills, right?
Yes, they are.
All right, you guys should check it out. And also online at citymill.com. We'll have more info up on highnoutdaily.com.
Brought to you by City Mill. Coming up,
It's the oldest Filipino restaurant in the islands. How Elena's second generation of owners is expanding the business.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Weekender. The Dine and Shop pop-up will be right back at Aloha Stadium tomorrow, and Fig and Ginger will be there. So we brought in the owner, Yim Kwok, to tell us a little bit about what you guys are going to be offering. But before you get to that, what is Fig and Ginger? Tell people about it.
Hi, yes, Fig and Ginger Honolulu specialize in chef-crafted grazing boards. We offer our traditional F&G signature board, which is right here. And then we also offer seasonal grazing boards. For this month, it's harvest board because it's Thanksgiving time. It's family and friends get together. So we're doing a sweet and savory board. And also at the Aloha Stadium, we also offer, this is our mini dessert board.
Look at this. This is perfect for the keiki too. Kids will love that.
We call it Harvest Sweet Treats. And also we have the individual grazing box. So you know it's coronavirus, and we offer individual serving. So this is perfect for that reason. And also we have some merchandises as Chex Mix. This is the Harvest Mix, and this is the Holiday Chex Mix. Also, we have truffle Makona almonds, and this is candied orange. And also, we have some organic honey from our friend at Nalumeli Honey Company.
Beautiful. You have kind of a little bit of everything. A little sweet, a little savory.
Yes.
I love that. So at Aloha Stadium, they can expect all this kind of stuff, and also can they pre-order? Talk about that.
Yes, we can also pre-order. The pre-order already starts, and they can pick up at the Aloha Stadium, and all of this will be available to purchase as well.
Now, what time will you be available for pre-orders, pickup, and all that other kind of stuff?
We will be available at 8 a.m. in the morning.
8 a.m. in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, so bright and early. Fig and Ginger, where did this come from? How did this get created?
So my friend and I, my partner, Jackie, we love to graze over like beautiful food, and you know, we drink wine, and then so we feel like, why don't we make this, you know, and then make other people happy as well. So that's why Fig and Ginger Honolulu was born.
Awesome. And then when it comes to these bigger boxes over here, talk a little bit about kind of what people can get when they get it.
Okay, so we offer.
I see like a pumpkin pie. There's like a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, this is sweet and savory mixed together. We offer 2 cheeses, 2 meats, and then some fruit, some dry fruit, some mini pie. This is pumpkin pie and salty caramel apple pie.
I love it too, and it's almost kind of like pupusa. This is good for parties of 5 or less.
Yes, yes. And also this is more like traditional, but very refreshing, because we have some cucumber, we have some grape tomatoes, and all of fresh fruits in here. So it's really refreshing. Think about when you go picnic, or you know, when you graze at the beach.
Okay, love it. So Dine and Chop pop-up, make sure you check them out tomorrow at Aloha Stadium. Fig and Ginger, go get your hands on it. Kanoe's down in the studio. She's gonna tell us who else we can expect there.
That's right, there's a lot going on down there. We're gonna be seeing more vendors like Sweet Treats by Chris. She's another one. Also the locally owned, actually Sweet Treats by Chris is a locally owned confectionery specializing in sweet and savory treats. It's become known as a one-stop shop for all of your favorite local desserts and snacks. Some of her specialties include a wide variety of flavored buttermochi, s'mores bars, energy bars, mini macarons, oh my goodness. Her line of lemon peel gummies and wet gummies are made with her signature special mousse sauce. But if you're looking for something savory, her most popular items are the smoked marlin dips. You can find her storefront at Pearl Ridge Uptown, which just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. And while you're at the pop-up, don't forget to grab some food from our friends at the Nico's booth. We'll have more info on the Dine and Shop pop-up on HiNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Farmers Insurance Hawaii.
It's the oldest Filipino restaurant in the islands, and we're here at Elena's to see how its second generation of owners is expanding the business.
Elena's opened in 1974. My mom, Elena, is our founder, and her recipes come from Pangasinan, which is the Ilocano style of cooking. And we immigrated in 1969, so many of the immigrants that came in from the Philippines are majority Ilocano. So when they come and eat our food, it's like them being able to eat food back in the Philippines.
May I help you?
And in 1974, she opened our first restaurant, which was a Navarrete store on Waipahu Street. My brother and I, my husband, we are the second generation. So we're known for home-style Filipino cooking. My mom's recipes, of course, and our popular dishes are the pork adobo fried rice omelet, the lechon special, sari-sari, guisantes, and the triple D. Sari-sari is a very popular dish of vegetables. So Joelle is putting patis in boiling water, Hawaiian salt, tomatoes, onion, crispy pork belly, long squash, eggplant, ong choy, and then we add the shrimp at the end. Our ever so famous pork adobo fried rice omelet. White rice, pork adobo, black pepper, garlic powder, and oyster sauce. Until the rice and the pork adobo are fully incorporated. 2 eggs, and make a thin egg crepe and wrap it into an omelet. I think what sets us apart from being different from other restaurants is that we're a family-owned business. Because we wanted to help families that are home sheltering in place, when COVID started, we are offering what's called the Elena's Pack. We have pork adobo fried rice omelet, sari-sari, guisantes, pork adobo lechon special, pancit, and 8 scoops of rice. And that's for $49.99. That can feed about 4 to 5 people. And in our October special, it's the pork adobo fried rice omelet, lechon, pancit, and sweet longanisa. That runs for $13.99. You can add on the sari-sari for $2. So currently we are doing only takeout during the pandemic. We also have our food trucks. So we currently have 2 food trucks. Elena's Orange food truck that goes out to Campbell. And then we have our Elena Super Friends food truck that goes out to downtown and or Kaimuki, as well as Mililani Tech Park. We're one of the oldest lunch wagons in Hawaii, which is our Campbell Industrial Park lunch wagon. Our website is www.elenasrestaurant.com. Our social media pages, Twitter at Elena's Filipino, Instagram at Elena's Filipino.
Brought to you by Central Pacific Bank.
Up next, need a staycation? We take you to the perfect destination on Oahu's west side. Plus,
prepare to have your taste buds get excited because we've got Ching Mu in our Hai Now kitchen whipping up some authentic Vietnamese dishes.
Aloha and welcome back to Hai Now Weekender. Kanoi was about to say welcome back, but I decided to jump in. I couldn't wait. We're in the Hai Now kitchen, and we always say it's always important to support local.
That's right, and it's Still Equality Saturday, and we are featuring a variety of products from Tai Shan Farms on the Big Island. This stuff looks incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
if you even just, I don't even see labels, I see colors, and already my mouth is watering. They have got vinaigrettes, they've got hot sauces, they've got drink mixes. Hello.
I'm ready for that.
Okay, make us something.
I'm in. Now, all of the products are produced on the farm in their own commercial kitchen. They either grow the ingredients themselves or they source them locally, which is always good. They also package. The package that it comes in is either biodegradable, compostable, so you can recycle too. So it's
That's amazing.
It's all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's actually a natural farm that specializes in dragon fruit, but they've actually started to expand and diversify their crops, which is amazing. And it aims to make Hawaii more self-sufficient by bringing more locally grown food to a wider audience. And it's really sweet because the owner and his wife, their whole mission is to just feed people with really good food, and I love that because I feel like whenever you feed people, it's like you don't only nourish their body, but you nourish their soul too.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Food is something that always brings people together, and here in Hawaii, we love. Oh, look at this!
Look at that drink!
Yep, we love to eat and drink, and this is actually their dragon fruit and chili lime drink mix for all you tequila lovers out there. This is going to help tame down the bite a little bit.
That's a mighty large drink there, Kaiwa.
Yeah. What are you gonna have?
No. I'm gonna have this fruit loaf here, and the banana bread, and the honey. Actually, I do want to try these little honey cups because these look nice and chewy. And they are.
Wow, this smells incredible too.
Oh, this is made with some of their honey.
I'm making a mess.
As always, you know. But the greatest thing, of course, about all of their products is that they applied and got the Department of Agriculture seal of quality, which, you know, that means that they use homegrown products from right here in the islands, and everything is genuine and it's quality, and the state says, yes, these are Hawaii products.
Cheers to that. Cheers to Tai Shan.
Oh, I like that a lot.
That is, the lime really comes through.
Yes.
You know why this probably goes good with tequila? Because so often you drink tequila with a little bit of lime or lime juice. This is fantastic.
You could probably even drink that by itself, like, you know, grind it up with some ice, and it would be really good. You can actually find all of their products online at taishanfarms.com. They're also available at local farmers markets on the Big Island, and that's actually where they ended up buying this this business is they were at a farmer's market and someone was just
Big Island has so much Ono stuff. I feel like a lot of times when we're doing this, we're talking about Big Island stuff.
No. So big shout out to the owners. Thank you so much for buying the farm because it's incredible. These gorgeous products are coming out. Awesome.
Definitely. When I get around to eating green salads again at some point, I will. I'll make sure I try their vinaigrette. Until then, it's
honey cups.
It's honey cups.
It's really good. Try it. What do you think? It's like it's like a little macaron. Isn't that good?
I do like
All
that.
right. If you guys have any local products or business and you want to find out how you can get the seal of quality on them, just head to our website. We have all the information there. That's HiNowDaily.com.
Support local.
Yeah.
With complimentary parking and Wi-Fi and even free breakfast, it's no secret why locals love coming to Hampton Inn and Suites at Kapolei.
Hampton opened in 2016, and we are a great bargain for our Kamaianas. We provide multiple complimentary amenities, starting with no resort fee. Our parking is also complimentary and very easy for our guests. We have a hot breakfast that's complimentary. We have complimentary Wi-Fi. Great location connected to Kamakanali'i, which has numerous amenities, state-of-the-art movie theaters, restaurants, food court. Located on the west side, we're able to provide hotel amenities on this side of the island that's more economical for Kamaianas. What sets us apart is two things. One is our employees, the greatest asset. They take care of our guests. A lot of our guests come back because of our employees. Our other strength is our location to west of Oahu with the multiple different types of attractions and activities. We've been very fortunate that we've had strong support from our owners, from Aquasan Hospitality, which is our management company, as well as Hilton. So a lot of the things that we have put in place to safeguard both our guests and our employees.
To ensure the safety of our staff and our guests, we are participating in the Hilton Clean Stay program. We first use an electrostatic sprayer machine to disinfect the entire room. Then we go in and remove all the old items used by the previous guests. The housekeeper will go in and we will use a peroxide cleaner from Ecolab to disinfect and sanitize the entire room. We have a 10-touch program, a part of the Hilton Clean Stay, and we use Lysol spray and wipes, which include the light switches, the clock, the telephone, the door, any handles or any high touch points in the guest room. We also use remote seals, where when you check in, we have a new one that's applied each time so that you know it has been disinfected and sanitized before your use. We also have a door seal that we put on the door after it is completely clean to ensure that when you enter that room, you are the first one entering after it's been cleaned. We are a focused service hotel. We don't have the amenities that other hotels have. Thus, we are focused on the guest service and we provide that. We have become a local favorite, not only to those in the local area or on Oahu, but even Molokai, Maui, and Lanai.
And we also have great Kamaiana rates. Great special is 12% off of our listed rates online. And we have it all the time, so whenever you plan to stay on the west side of Oahu, we're the hotel of choice. For more information about the hotel, about our great Kamaiana rates, go to our website, Hampton Inn and Suites, Oahu Kapolei, or call us.
Brought to you by Kamakana Ali'i.
Turn up the smell-o-vision and be prepared to have your taste buds get excited because we have got Jake from Chingmu in our Hi Now kitchen joining us. Hi.
Hello, hi.
Ooh, what you doing?
I'm making our famous pho, oxtail pho.
So for those who don't know, what is Chingmu?
Chingmu is a Vietnamese noodle bar located in Takako. It's created by restaurateur Kevin Aoki. We serve authentic Vietnamese noodles and banh mi as well.
Oh my goodness. And you got all of the kind of authentic foods from southern Vietnam, right?
Yes, correct.
What would you say sets you guys apart?
It's probably our broth. We boil the broth for 24 hours using gas, and it gives us a consistent flavor of Vietnam. So there's only limited seating inside, and because of the state mandate, we only have 2 tables sitting capacity, and then we'll sit you outdoor as well.
Oh, what is this one?
This is our Mekong Noodle. It's almost same thing like pho, but this is pork base, and this is beef base. We got the lemongrass vermicelli here on this side, and then we got this spring roll, and then the chicken banh mi sandwich.
I can smell everything and the flavors are just so bright and fresh. All right, I'm gonna try this one first. Oh, that's delicious. It really has such a rich flavor. This would taste really good when you're not feeling so good, right? And then the other one was?
It's just the oxtail pho.
Oxtail? Oh, there's a very distinct difference between the two flavors.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're an oxtail soup fan, which a lot of local people are, that would be a great option for them, right?
Yes, it is. Want to try this?
Yeah.
This is our sauce, calamansi sauce, and then this, we put it in there, and basically to enjoy this, we give it a big, good mix.
Really refreshing.
It is, thank you.
This would be a great dish at lunchtime.
It's one of our most popular lunch dish, actually.
I bet, and I'm sure that a lot of people come there when they're wanting to eat a little more healthy. This is really fresh and light ingredients. This is amazing. What else do you guys have going on?
So we have some specials going on. On Mondays, we have the whiskey and cigar. On Wednesdays, we have the wine Wednesdays. We pair it with wine and one of our dishes, and it changes every week. And daily, we do have a whiskey pairing class. And then we pair with 5 different whiskeys with all of our food, which rotates every week.
Wow, so I would say you guys are a little bit more on the upscale side then.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, well, this is awesome. I can't wait to check it out. Jake, thank you so much for joining us in our kitchen.
Thank you so much.
And if you all want more information on Chingmu, we'll have it all up on our website, HaiNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Hawaii Gas.
Ooh, that was
That looked good.
delicious.
That looked good.
And I actually love, because it's right next door to Indochine. That's one of Kevin Aoki's restaurants. And when you go into that area, into either one of those restaurants, you truly feel like you have been transported to Southeast Asia.
It's like a different experience. That's what I've heard. Anyway.
Yeah, and also, as Jake mentioned, Chingmu is also offering Whiskey 101 classes, which you did a segment with that, learning about the whiskey from the master himself.
Yeah,
so,
no, that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm a casual whiskey lover, but it's pretty cool. You can sign up for his classes. They teach you what to look for when you're tasting it. When you go to buy whiskey, you know how to decide what's a good one to get. So you can find out a whole lot more about Chingmu at HaiNowDaily.com.
Coming up, a virtual concert to celebrate inclusion.
Details on Best Buddies Champion of the Year Friendship Jam when Hai Now returns.
welcome back to Hai Now Weekender. It's time for another edition of Checkout and Takeout.
That's right, and remember, with Checkout and Takeout on HawaiiNewsNow.com, you can always find out what restaurants and businesses are open in your community.
First up, at Balibu, you'll find a vast treasure trove of hand-carved and crafted furniture from talented artisans from Indonesia. Its showroom is home to 3 floors of inspiring and beautiful pieces, so there's a lot to explore there. Balibu offers the largest collection of unique furniture and decor on the Hawaiian Islands, and it's furniture that complements our island lifestyle and withstands tropical weather. Love that. A must-see is the outdoor center and the cool room, both of which feature refined and practical additions to any home. Now, for those seeking an alternative from the traditional, Balibu is your place to find the extraordinary. They're open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, and delivery is available.
Up next, as the nights get cooler and winter approaches here in Hawaii, you may find yourself craving a bowl of Portuguese bean soup. That always cheers me up, and you don't have to wait months until February at the Punahou Carnival to get you one. You can enjoy the famous Punahou Portuguese bean soup at home. All you got to do is check out AARP Hawaii's Facebook page for a fast, healthy, and Ono video cooking demonstration on how to make the warm, tasty soup. Now, every Thursday at 5 p.m., Windward Community College chef and instructor Daniel Swift will show you how to make a new local dish. This week, it's miso salmon with soba noodles, followed by chicken adobo, Chinese dumplings, and Vietnamese pho. They've got it all.
Oh.
Now go to aarp.org/HI and click on upcoming events to register. If you missed an episode, you can also go to AARP Hawaii Facebook page to watch it. Also, you don't have to be a member to join.
Wow. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. You can find out more information at the checkout and takeout section on HawaiiNewsNow.com.
Best Buddies in Hawaii is a nonprofit organization aimed at promoting one-to-one friendships, job opportunities, and leadership development and inclusive living for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
My name is Hopio Kalani Balaz, and I'll explain why my Best Buddies' mission in Hawaii is very important. I help to spread awareness as well as get opportunities to meet new people. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, we still hold virtual meetings with our members so that we don't lose our friendship, as well as to continue to talk about different ideas for what we need to do in the future, whether it's for an event or whether it's for something new we need to think of.
Right now, Best Buddies in Hawaii serves 27 schools throughout Oahu and Maui, and we are looking to expand onto Kauai and Hawaii as well. And what those programs are is one-to-one friendships between students with and without disabilities, and it allows for social inclusion and social mentoring. And then we move on to the leadership development piece, which is actually, it's called our Ambassadors Program. We teach our participants how to write and give advocacy speeches, so they become their own advocates in the disability rights community. We are looking to open Best Buddies Citizens, which is an adult friendship program modeled after that school friendship program. And we are also hoping in the next year or so to open Jobs, which is supported employment for people with disabilities in inclusive spaces with competitive wages.
I've done a lot in the group, not only making new friends and meeting new people, but also honing my leadership skills.
Every year, we hold something called the Friendship Jam, which is in essence a concert that we do with local musicians, and we have ambassadors come and speak. We have a silent auction and a live auction. This year we are going virtual, except virtual for us means actually televised, which is super cool. So on November 19th at 7 p.m., we will air on K5, and it's going to look like a concert in that venue, and then we will air it. We will also have ambassador speeches. We will have a silent auction, which will be a mobile bidding platform, and that'll go up live at least a week before the event. One of the new components that we've added is what we call our Champion of the Year component. They're going to be reaching out to their networks, and we're just asking everybody to reach out to their networks to tune in, follow us, follow this event. They can email us at hawaii@bestbuddies.org. We have a website that they can visit, which is bestbuddies.org/Hawaii.
Coming up, supporting Hawaii's small businesses during the pandemic.
Learn more about the program offering thousands of dollars to help out. Details after the break. The Hawaii Business Pivot Grant is a $25 million program by the state and the Chamber of Commerce Hawaii to support local businesses and nonprofits during this time.
So as you can imagine, when COVID-19 hit us back in March, many businesses did not have a playbook. A lot of them had to pivot overnight, be in rapid response mode, and find ways to adjust their business model. That's what inspired us to come up with the Hawaii Biz Pivot Grant Program, which will allow grant to cover some of the expenses that businesses had to incur as a result of COVID-19. And this really would not have been possible without the governor and his team's support, as well as legislative leaders and various stakeholders that were involved. There's a criteria: as long as the business has less than 100 employees, has a commercial space, and has suffered from the COVID-19, they were forced to make some adjustments to their business, then they are able to apply for the grant, which is up to $10,000 per business.
For us, like Sherry's mentioned, we did pivot overnight. Previously, our pivoting that started in March is continuing to happen. We're in November now, pretty much, and we're constantly having to pivot or change to adapt to this economy. So we're still in the middle of, constantly changing. We're building a new website to make it a little more user-friendly, a little more seamless. We're going to start taking email addresses to keep people updated with information and specials. We have a mobile online app coming out that is in its finishing stages to allow much easier ordering process. So the Pivot Grant's going to help us just to kind of continue to make changes, to evolve during this trying economy.
So in addition to the grants, we also provide a technical assistance center where we have webinars as well as other training resources for businesses to gain more information, for them to adjust their business model for the current environment as well as the path forward. And we also have a marketplace where if the business does not have any resources in mind, they can go to the marketplace and access a number of businesses that actually offer those kind of consulting or technical services. Businesses can go to hawaiibizpivot.org to find out more information, access the marketplace, as well as the Technical Assistance Center, and apply online from the 23rd. So we urge businesses who would like to apply to the grant to do so now, because within the first couple of days when we did open up the process, we had a little over 1,000 applications.
The Pivot Grant is really going to kind of assist in us continuing to pivot and to continue to grow and change in this trying economy that we have right now.
Brought to you by Chamber of Commerce Hawaii.
With the reopening of the state, many people are returning to work. So what should employers be doing to ensure a safe workspace, and what kinds of contingency plans should be in place? These are your questions that we are asking Hawaii Pacific Health in today's Ask an Expert.
Because people are going back to work, everyone's worried. What we've learned here is that when we're working with patients, we're extremely diligent about wearing all of the PPE, doing all of the hand washing, which of course we always did. We've changed a lot. For instance, our common eating spaces, all the tables have been separated, only one person per table. We don't let visitors into the common eating spaces, so everyone's eating in their own personal spaces. We've pulled out chairs. We've gone to all Zoom meetings, but people are letting their guards down when they are not directly with the patients. Having a break in a meeting room, even in trainings, you realize how people really view things in their compartments. I would say that's one of the biggest pieces, is to think about the areas where the workers will let their guards down and take their masks off, whether it's, hydrating or having a snack or eating, or even outside in small clusters if people are smoking cigarettes or anything like that, to consider that in advance and to set some parameters. Something that we've had to retrain ourselves is to stop touching our faces. Hygiene 101 is washing your hands before you eat or drink anything. That stuff really does make a difference. One thing that we've been offering to employers is the employer hotline here at HPH. So if employers have questions, they should feel free to ask, especially specific scenarios, because the scenarios tend to get a little complicated, and it's very helpful to walk through the specifics. If someone tests positive in the workspace, employers should immediately have them isolate and then consider thinking about whether they were exposed to other employees on their workspaces for 2 days prior to either symptoms starting, or if they were asymptomatic without symptoms, to the day of testing. Go from there in terms of who else could have been exposed and should get tested. And then we're used to going to work when we have headaches or, just feel a little tired. But unfortunately, those are also symptoms of COVID-19. I would recommend that if people don't feel themselves for some reason, that they should definitely stay home and consider speaking to their primary care provider about whether a COVID test makes sense given their circumstances.
Brought to you by oneoahu.org.
Coming up, Ono recipes that are healthy and easy to make.
Get a first-hand look at the cooking classes offered by AARP Hawaii. Details after the break.
AARP is hosting cooking classes aimed at providing healthy alternatives to its members and community. Today we catch up with Chef Daniel Swift to tell us what he's cooking.
Aloha everyone and welcome. So the dish that we're working on today is a Portuguese bean soup, and it's sort of a Punahou carnival style dish.
Chef, you developed quite a following. Why do you think these recipes are so popular?
Popularity is due in large part to the fact that a lot of people are cooking more at home today. Not being able to get out as much, they're trying to reinvent some of the dishes that they're creating in the house. So we try to focus on things, as the title of the series is called, Fast, Healthy, and Ono. Things that'll obviously taste good, but they're also easy to prepare. And we try to incorporate also some lessons within the classes that we do so that people can gain some skills and build upon them week by week and end up being a better cook in the long run. This particular dish that we're preparing today is the Portuguese bean soup, and it's based on a recipe offline from the Puno Carnival. Most of us have tried that dish, and it's very, very simple. So you start with a little bit of olive oil and linguiça sausage, a little salt and pepper. We've got some garlic, carrots, onions. We've got a little bit of cabbage, some kidney beans, some macaroni, the stock that we'll be using, the potatoes, and the diced tomatoes. So we brown the linguiça and the olive oil in our pot just for a couple minutes, and then all the other ingredients go into the pot, and we cook it on a simmer for about 30 minutes to an hour, and you end up with a finished soup that is done like the one that we have here.
Chef, what will you be preparing in the weeks ahead?
So coming up for the latter part of this second series, focusing on cultural and ethnic dishes of Hawaii, we have a number of dishes that we're going to be preparing, not only the Portuguese bean soup on the 5th of November, but every Thursday thereafter at 5 p.m. we have a series of ethnic dishes coming up. So we'll be doing Vietnamese pho, we'll be doing a chicken adobo dish. We'll also be creating miso salmon with soba. And then one of my favorites is a Chinese style dumpling or a pot sticker. So in order to join us for our cooking classes in this series, there is no cost. You do not need to be a member of AARP. Simply log on to aarp.org/HI and go to the events calendar, and you'll see the schedule for the classes pop up usually about a week in advance. And you can click on those dates and then register for the Zoom link to be sent to you via email.
Brought to you by AARP Hawaii. As we age, our smiles can begin to wear down, and for more than 30 years, Dr. Win Okuda has been helping patients implement a plan for a lifetime of good dental health. It's a one-stop shop where you can get all of your dental care in one office.
A healthy smile is really about blending and balancing the health function and aesthetics. Stress is really wearing down people's teeth, cracking enamel, breaking down teeth are getting shorter, and it's just become a real big dilemma. Now, then you add the pandemic to this, and it becomes even worse. And so now people's teeth are really in an accelerated way breaking down. People come in for many different types of problems. They don't come in just because they need just a whole set of veneers. Most people come and see me because of this beauty part, what I call the beauty part of dentistry. I give them a balance of all three. Some people have crowns in their front teeth. Some people are missing teeth. Some people have bridges on their teeth. And so really cosmetic dentistry is about blending all of those together. And of course, having to reconstruct it, the different ages have different requirements. So I'm not gonna create a 20-something-year-old smile in a 70-year-old. We wanna be sure it's age specific. What I do is kind of like a one-stop shop. And so it really helps patients to be able to feel at ease, having to come to an appointment, and they don't have to quarterback their own treatment. They just come to one place and we do it all. What I really do, I think real well, is create the best experience for patients. We have a massage therapist, we have Bose headsets, we have Netflix, we have aromatherapy, we provide lunch for patients who are here for longer appointments. So these are all things that we love doing, and we love pampering our patients to help take away all of the bad things about dentistry and be able to give the patients the best experience. Dental offices by and large are really a safe place to come to because every day we're fighting against bacteria, virus, and fungus. I've been open throughout the whole time during COVID. Number one, because I wanted to be here for my patients for emergencies and for essential work, but also I wanted to be here for my staff and my team. So now we've started having patients doing pre-rinses. They help kill any sort of COVID virus out of the mouth, so it helps keep everyone safe here. The second thing is we take temperatures. We don't let anyone in unless they have an appointment. We have a specific set of questions that we ask them that are COVID related. We're doing a specific type of nano sprayer. Very quietly, we're disinfecting everything. My staff is wiping down things, spraying down rooms so that it keeps people safe, and then we're able to then conduct business, and patients are gonna feel really happy to know it's a safe place to come to. We love seeing new patients, we love creating new smiles, and so they can always reach us at our website at okudacosmeticdentistry.com.
Brought to you by Dr. Win Okuda. Coming up, have questions about COVID-19? Now's your chance to have them answered.
Hear from a doctor about the precautions you should be taking now that it's flu season.
Details when Hi Now returns.
Flu season is upon us, but what does that look like for us in Hawaii? What about during this time of COVID-19? And what can we do to stay healthy? These are your questions that we are asking Dr. Melinda Ashton from Hawaii Pacific Health in today's Ask an Expert.
Flu season refers to the idea that there's a time of year when influenza is more common. In Hawaii, we always have a slightly different season than other parts of the country. This year, we have not yet noticed flu. We're not quite sure whether we'll have a flu season this year. And that's quite consistent with other countries in the southern hemisphere, the lower half of the world. It's almost disappeared. The reason we think there has been no flu in those countries is that people have been doing a very good job of wearing their masks, of being socially distanced, of keeping their hands clean, staying out of large groups. And all of those things are the same strategies to prevent COVID-19, but they work for preventing spread of the flu as well. So immunization's been underway now for a couple of months, but it's not too late to go out and get a flu shot if you haven't gotten one yet. And the CDC came out with recommendations to say not to wait. Sometimes they say it's better to wait a little while, but for us this year, they said immunize everybody you can as soon as you can, because a busy flu season does lead to more people in hospital anyway. And we already know that we're worried about COVID increasing now in the next several months. So the combination together could be really problematic for the healthcare system. And also it's very difficult to tell if someone's sick with the flu or COVID. You can test for both, and we need to test for both. There are a couple of symptoms that are very specific to COVID-19 that we've learned about, which make it obvious that it's not the flu. And those are the loss of the sense of taste or the ability to smell. But headaches, fever, body aches, fatigue, sore throat, cough, all of those things are common between both viruses. We don't have flu in the community, we do have COVID. So if you're reporting those sorts of symptoms right now, we're very likely to want to have you tested, because our ability to limit the spread really is dependent on knowing who's got it. And so testing for COVID is really important. We're encouraging anyone who thinks that they could have been exposed to the virus or have symptoms that are compatible with COVID-19, please call your doctor. We're not asking you to go in. We have lots of systems now that we can do virtual visits and help evaluate whether you need a test or you don't. And if you do need a test, we have lots of places to go and get tested safely where you won't be making it more likely that other people will catch it too.
Brought to you by oneoahu.org.
Stay safe, everybody. Mahalo for watching Hi Now today. Remember, you can catch any of our segments again on HiNowDaily.com.
And be sure to follow us at Hi Now Daily on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you Monday morning.
Bye now.
Aloha.